Doo-up, diddling, ding dong day. Ooh, doo-up, diddling, ding dong day. In today's video, it's Battle of the People's Cars. We have 4 post-war European people's cars: the Volkswagen Beetle representing Germany, the Citroën 2CV representing France, the Fiat 500, the Cinquecento from Italy, and of course, the Mini from the UK. And we're going to run them through a series of performance tests to see which one is the best.
While it's true that none of these cars were ever really designed to be high-performance vehicles, we still want to figure out which of them is the least worst. So, we have 3 performance tests in mind. That is a quarter-mile drag race, a braking test, and a top speed run down the runway.
Alright, so we are lined up here at our Colorado airstrip about to tackle the quarter-mile drag race. And let's start with Andre in that Volkswagen. Andre, what's the power output?
You will not be able to handle it. It's 60 horsepower. It's a 1.6 liter Boxer, and it's over my rear axle, and it's perfect weight distribution. It's amazing.
It is quite literally not perfect weight distribution, but Case, tell me about that 2CV.
Ooh, Tommy, 602cc. Horizontally opposed 2-cylinder engine, so it's like a mid-size motorcycle, 29 horsepower, and I've got a 4-speed transmission. It's a beast.
And Brendan, what's going on with that Mini?
I have the A-Series 1.275 liter 62 horsepower engine sitting over the drive wheels, so I should get plenty of traction.
Now, I'm not feeling super hot in the Cinquecento because I have 499 cc's and 18 horsepower. This is basically a Toro lawnmower. But we're going to see what happens here in the quarter-mile test.
So we're up here at about a mile above sea level. That's going to affect performance, of course. Is everyone's parking brake on? This was embarrassing.
Oh yes, thank you for the reminder.
All right, Dad. I think we're ready to start this race.
I would recommend you turn off any auxiliary things like lights because well, you need all the horsepower you can get. All right, here we go. You boys ready?
Woo!
Ready.
Oh, good start in the little Fiat.
Oh, a little bit of wheel spin.
Wait, Mini, no!
Ooh, lost a bit of traction there.
It's close between Case and I.
And I'm out in front of Tommy, just like that.
Ah, Mini!
This Mini is a beast.
There goes the Mini! Unreal, the Volkswagen is also taken off, revving out the 500cc engine. Oh, Case is gone. You see me?
Staying in it though.
Come on. Oh, I'm gapping them. It's not even close. And made it all the way to 4th gear. And across the line.
Oh, that's sad. And across the line. Brendan, it looked like you just destroyed that race.
Yeah, I spun the tires a little bit in 1st gear, but that didn't matter. This thing had all the power.
Andre, how'd it go for you?
I was in 2nd, and I was following all the procedures. And I'm not sure. I think there's a little bit left in the VW, but I was still far 2nd.
Okay, so it was a pretty big gap back to 3rd.
Yeah, but I beat you, didn't I?
Yeah. The little Fiat came in last. All right, let's go run some times and see how we did.
Now for the GPS verified quarter mile results. Andre, how did you do in the Beetle?
I don't think I needed my helmet for that.
I don't think you did either, buddy.
26.64 second quarter mile at 49 miles per hour.
Wow. A real speed demon. And Case, the little bumblebee, the 2CV, how'd you do?
I managed a blistering 32.86 in the quarter mile at 43 miles per hour.
All right, now that's horrible. And now going to Brendan. Brendan, how did you do in the little mini?
First of all, I need to ask. You know we all turned our cars off, right, Tommy? Why is yours still running?
Because they won't restart. But anyways, how did you do in the mini?
Of course, right? I did 23.17 at 58 miles an hour, smoking everybody.
Yeah, you were ahead of us by a long margin. The Fiat did like a 33 at 40.5 miles an hour, by far the slowest. But now we're gonna do a braking test.
All right, Andre, kind of stick with my pace because I'm by far the slowest. Let's go do our braking test from 35-40. Here we go. Accelerating away.
He's the slowest, but only just. This Citroen is a very similar degree of slow.
Tommy, is that your real acceleration?
Andre, that's all I got, buddy.
This 2CV has gear line like a 1940s army truck.
Is that 35?
We are at 32 miles per hour. We need to accelerate a little bit more.
Come on!
All right, my friends, this is 35. We have reached terminal velocity. Braking test, don't stop in the car, just slow it down, Andre.
Wow, the Fiat won something!
Well, the pedal is a little bit mushy, but I stopped.
All right, Andre, we got the stick of truth here, the scientific measurement device.
Okay.
So from 35-ish miles an hour, 42 feet.
That doesn't sound like very good.
No, it is not very good.
I'm quite disappointed, actually.
All right, Case, you did it in 43 feet and 2 inches.
Oh,
Yes!
that's BS. I'm not having it.
$45. What the heck? Did you remember to hit the brake?
I don't know. I think maybe I was a little scared to lock up the wheels on this thing, so I was pumping them, but I probably didn't need to.
Probably didn't need to.
So I think blame that on me. The Mini would have done better.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy, let's see what the Fiat can do. Or did.
Are we looking?
Ooh, 35.
That's right, Andre. Finally, the little Fiat, it's been breaking down all day. 35 feet from 35-ish miles an hour. That's a foot a mile an hour. That's like supercar territory right there.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so now we're going to do a top speed run on these people's cars, and I brought along an American car just for the heck of it. This is going to be the Adjudicator car with the official mile per hour app, and we're going to see just how fast each one of these cars can go.
Tommy, did you bring the American people's car, or what is that?
Well, I'm not sure a Corvette is a people's car, but it's pretty cool.
Tommy, I have a question. So we do have 4,000 feet of runway here approximately, which is like 3/4 of a mile. But how do I know if I've reached my terminal velocity?
You know, Andre, I'm not sure you will reach your terminal velocity even in 4,000 feet, but we're gonna see how quick we can get that Beetle to go before we run out of runway. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, go.
There he goes. Oh, he's revving it out.
That's 35. Into third gear.
Looking good, Andre. We're almost at 40.
Okay, approaching 45.
Now we're 1.6 and screaming. It sounds great.
Okay. The convertible top is beginning to lift. It's out. could stop. I can't stop. Okay, good.
So I think you probably had another 10 miles an hour in it or so, but we kind of ran out of runway. So 65 miles an hour in 4,000 feet, that's about all you can expect at a mile above sea level here, especially with carburation. It really takes a toll on these engines.
All right, Casey, you got the big block 2CV. They also made them in much smaller displacements, but that's a full-fledged 602 engine. Let's see how it does. Are you ready?
Well, let's see it.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Started out in reverse, doesn't really matter though.
We're moving. Oh yeah. Not a fast transmission, but the rest of this car, really high performance. And I've even got shift indicators on my speedometer. Oh, come on. Let me hit third. Oh yeah. What are we up to, Tommy? 115, 120?
Yeah, that's 130 miles an hour there. No, it's 45.
Never has 46 miles per hour been so terrifying. I'm terrified.
51. All right, that's fine. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. 51 miles an hour by the end of the strip.
Yeah, you know, I kept it in third the whole way because there was more to give in terms of revs, and I think hitting fourth honestly would have slowed me down.
Brendan, get all lined up there. So your time to beat, your speed to beat by the end of the airstrip is 65 miles an hour. You think you can do it?
65 miles an hour. Who got up to that?
He was cooking. He was flying. Let's see what the little mini has in it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's see what she's got.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Oh, way faster. Look at me, I gotta accelerate.
Ooh, baby! Oh, ho, ho. I'm not even in fourth yet.
Holy moly, 60 there.
At what point should I stop?
70 miles an hour. 74, 75. On the brake. Dude, 75.
Woo! Oh, that made my my hair stand up on my arms there. That was fun.
Nice work. Yeah, that was by far the quickest. Did it have more to give you, think?
Yeah, man, if I had a good, I don't know, what, 2 miles, I could probably get over 80 in this thing.
Okay, Tommy, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Full throttle in the Fiat. Revving it out in first. No synchros on this transmission, so a relatively slow shift.
17 miles per hour.
In second, I almost hit 17. Revving it out, gas red line into third. Full throttle, come on, Fiat. Oh God, it might be faster to walk.
32 miles per hour.
30, I gotta double it to beat the Volkswagen. Revving it out in third.
Are you accelerating?
Yes, I'm accelerating, that was rude. Watch this, Andre. Come on, Fiat. That's all she's got, Captain.
You are at 42 miles per
Go!
hour.
Go! That little two-cylinder is working hard. Come on, buddy. Let's go, Fiat.
You have reached 47 miles per hour.
And all the way to the end of the runway. Nearly 50 miles an hour. And hard on the brakes. Woohoo!
Dude, you almost ran out of runway.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you're doing nearly 50 miles an hour.
Well, what a great day out here at the airstrip. Now, of course, these cars weren't designed for performance. They were designed to be affordable, and by American standards, they're not all that affordable because a lot of these are pretty rare. So this Fiat, we paid about $15,500 for, and of course, it was the slowest. The little 2CV was probably the most fun. It cost $17,000. The Beetle really held its own out here today. It was 14 grand. And then, of course, the Mini just crushed it with a price of roughly $15,000. But the real winner, from not only a power standpoint and a value standpoint, is of course the Corvette. Now this car was $14,000, and if you combine the horsepower of all those other cars, it's less than half of the Chevrolet Corvette. Just a fun fact there. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this incredible drag race. This was definitely a lot of fun to make. A huge thank you to the team for making this happen, and we'll see you on the next TFL Classics video.
And I want to say one more thing, because yes, we had some fun today and it was pretty amazing. But Tommy, how many years in the making was this video?
It was like 10 years in the making of amassing the cars, and we finally made it happen. And as Case said, the real car of the American people is the Corvette in this comparison. And also, if you want to sell your car, check out TFLbids.com. It's our new auction site. It's a fantastic place to sell your car.
But I want to thank Tommy. Tommy, 10 years of work, guys. 10 years of work here.